fall has arrived, and that means Halloween is right around the corner. What better way to bring in the season than with a trip to the Witch's Dungeon? Here to tell us all about the details is the Executive Director, Cortlandt Hull. Nice to have you here,
Nice
Cortlandt.
to be here.
You brought some fun stuff with you here.
Oh, yes. I've been doing this for a while. I guess I surround myself with monsters because it makes me look better. So.
Yeah, that's not so bad. So tell us about the Witch's Dungeon. It's not a haunted house.
No, it's really like a wax museum of classic horror. And I started it when I was just 13 years old in 1966. And it has been stated by Entertainment Tonight as being the longest running Halloween attraction in the country.
Wow.
Well, back in 1966, all you could do was bob for apples and go trick-or-treating.
Well, that's true, right? I'll take your word on it.
Now Halloween has become, I think, the second largest holiday other than Christmas. So
I know you're gearing up for your 47th season.
47
Congratulations.
years, yes.
So if people come out to visit, what can they expect?
Well, first of all, they're greeted by a little area that we have where we have some of the original props on display.
Which you kind of brought with you today, right?
I brought a couple with us today. The E.T. that we have here is the actual E.T. that was used in the bike riding scene.
That's great. That was a scary part of that movie. That freaked me out when I was a little kid. Yeah.
And this is based on a live cast of Boris Karloff as the Frankenstein monster from The Bride of Frankenstein. And what we have here, of course, is a head of Vincent Price based on House of Wax. And this is what he normally looked like in the film as Professor Jared. And behind us, that's the fire-scarred Professor Jared.
And that's actually the suit, right?
Yes, the suit underneath the cape. The cape is a recreation, but the suit is the actual suit that Vincent wore in the film House of Wax, which was made in 3D.
Great. Well, since we're talking about Vincent Price, let's play some of the sound that we have as you enter the Witch's Dungeon.
Well, this one is at the end of the tour.
Okay, at the end of the tour, but let's take a listen.
Okay.
There's another one goes on. Ah, there you are. I see you have survived this maze of monsters and nightmares. Or have you? And so until we meet again, good night and pleasant dreams.
Now, are you a friend of Vincent Price?
Oh, yes.
You were. That's great.
Vincent was very supportive not only of the Witch's Dungeon, but by profession I'm a freelance illustrator, and he was very supportive of my artwork because he had quite an art collection of his own. And that one of the last images that you saw there, the sketch of the 3 Vincent Price characters, I did for his personal note cards. So
oh, that's awesome.
He was really a wonderful supporter of the museum. One thing I meant to mention also is that our witch, that's my own creation, Zenobia the Gypsy Witch. Her voice is done by June Foray. And June did the voice of the witch in the Bugs Bunny cartoons, but she also is best known as the voice of Rocky the Flying Squirrel and Natasha.
Wow.
So we have some really
You
great
gotta come
voices.
out and check it out. I want to ask you, Cortlandt, about Red Death behind you.
Yes, this is Lon Chaney Sr. from the 1925 Phantom of the Opera, and that's the Mask of the Red Death. And in one part of the film, he comes down this grand staircase. Well, I always loved the Lon Chaney Phantom. So recently, I just did a documentary on Phantom of the Opera, but not just the Chaney one, but all the different versions.
Okay.
And I was fortunate enough to get an interview with Hugh Panaro, who's the current Phantom on Broadway. Wow. And he shows the makeup appliances and the masks that are used in it. So this is going to be shown on October 30th in Hartford. It's going to be a screening of it there.
Great.
And then people can also get the DVD at the Witch's Dungeon, too.
All right. Now, we're actually really excited because we're going to have you back for our Halloween show, and you're going to transform me and my fiance. Give us a little preview. What are you thinking?
Well, we don't want to tell people.
You want it to be a surprise?
No, I think it should be a surprise.
All right, but you do some incredible work. It's probably, I'll be unrecognizable.
Let's just say you'll be the mistress of evil.
Oh, the mistress of evil. I like the sound of that. All right, so if you'd like to check out the Witch's Dungeon, the Classic Movie Museum, for exact dates and times, all you have to do is go to the website, Witch's Dungeon. What is it? Witch's Dungeon?
No, the website is preservehollywood.org.
Preservehollywood.org. There we go. And you're located in Bristol. You can find all the information there. $2 donation, nothing crazy there, and really a great way to get into the Halloween spirit.
Everybody can see it.
That's true. Thank you so much for coming here and bringing all these props, Cortlandt. It's awesome.
Yes, thank you.
All right, stay with us. More Connecticut Style after the break. We'll be right back.